You were out with the Fitzgibbon Cup semi-finals and you saw Mark Coleman hit an unbelievable sideline to put UCC through to the final. Well, actually, do you know what? It's been a horrible weekend of conditions. Like, was it particularly tough for him?
Yeah, it was outrageously tough. It was into Gale basically. Yeah. He put over a line cut from a position that a lot of lads would have struggled to reach the goals with ball in hand, standing even. I think it was an unbelievable score. It was one of those scores where the footage, looks great score. And if you were there, and like I was over the far side looking at it, like there was literally a gale blowing into him. It was outrageous. It's just, and with the conditions and with even how hard, like it could have been as easy for the hurl to fly out of his hand while he was doing it.
Because it's a real wide open field in DC.
Unbelievable, yeah. It's like a wind tunnel. It's like all centre of excellences or anything like that where there's 4 or 5 pitches. There's basically no trees, there's no shelter. It's the same even in the Faithful Fields in Offaly. But it was just a brilliant score, and it was a brilliant score because they looked like they were going to dominate at the start. They went 10-5 up. DCU came back. DCU were totally on top. Darren Mullen came on, Adrian Mullen came on, and they were just totally dominating. Mark Keogh couldn't get any ball. Paddy Smith did a very good job, and Shane Kingston, particularly in the second half.
After struggling at the start.
Yeah, he was going to struggle when there was 40, 50 yards in front of him anyway. But he totally tied him down. And it looked like DCU were going to push on. And it was a real college match. They got on top, and there was lots of noise, lots of in-your-face kind of stuff, and it looked like they were going to push ahead. And then UCC, about 10 or 15 minutes to go, just kind of grabbed a foothold again and were able to get back into it. And Mark Keogh got a drawn score out by the sideline. It was right in front of me as well, and it was so good with the breeze as well, because the shooting in general was very good. And Shane Conway's freeze, you know when there's like a big breeze even going across the field, if you float the ball at all,
it's gone.
You're goosed. But I haven't seen anything like it before. His frees never deviated off the line, even like a yard. They were outrageous, and they were all going over the black spot. It was serious hurling. 35 points in 60 minutes in awful conditions.
So, like, Mark Coleman says he doesn't practice the sidelines that much, or he said it in the interview afterwards that he didn't focus.
But sure, that's like free takers will say. Like TJ Reid says he doesn't really practice frees that much either for 10 or 15 minutes after training. Like, come on, they definitely practice. And it's not even that; it's residual practice from practicing the whole way up. I'm sure.
Just tapping up.
Yeah, particularly during your teens, that's actually when the skill is. The hard part is done. Then you just top up as the years go on.
Have you ever cut over a sideline?
No, I haven't now, to be fair.
Even in training?
No. Oh yeah, I have like, and even just doing like competitions amongst lads I have.
Yeah.
But it's a good one to be able to do now, because a lot of really good hurlers just couldn't dream of hitting the sideline.
Yeah, I never did it in a game.
I never said you were a really good hurler.
Well, look, I wasn't trying to associate myself with that description. Did it once in a training game. No, it wasn't even a training game. I just did it once in training when I was messing around the sideline. Yeah.
It's a nice one to have, looking. I said it to you before. The longevity of your career and what you can offer to a team is greatly increased. If you can put over line balls, it doesn't really matter if you're 21 or if you're 41. If you can still do it, obviously you're not going to be maybe as supple as that. If you can still do it, you're an asset at junior or senior at any level. Same with if you're able to hit a free.
I'm trying to think, has Mark Coleman hit that many for Cork in the past couple of years? I feel like I've definitely seen him hit.
I don't think he scored too many last year. The year before, he definitely would have got 1 or 2 anyway.
Yeah.
And in 17 as well.
I don't think he's prolific. Like I can see him, picture him hitting them and hitting them well. I'm just not sure if he's hit too many scores. Like Rona Maher has become a real exponent of it in the last year or two. Geez, there was one game, I think it was the league in Thurles against Limerick in 2018 or 19.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Put it over from a country mile.
Yeah.
Ridiculous stuff.
And he actually has he's no run up to it at all. It's a step, which is phenomenal. One of the best ones I ever saw going over was, I think Canning was maybe 16 playing a county final for Portumna against Loughrea, I think it was, in Pearse Stadium, and he put one over from the middle of the field. Like, it's outrageous.
But when you mentioned Ronan Maher's style, that he just takes one step, the plus side to that is I think you're going to have a minimal amount of moving parts. Like if you have a big long run up, there's more stuff that's moving around, more stuff interchanging. It's going to be compact and quick through the ball, and I'd say I don't know if that's any better or worse. Everyone's different, but I can see the benefit to that. Some people talking about 2 points for a sideline. I mean, that infuriates me. That sort of talk. What's your stance?
No, I wouldn't see why it needs to be 2 points, to be honest with you. Especially now with how common it is. Like we were at Tip and Clare before Christmas, and Jason Ford put over 2 in horrible conditions. Now maybe that'd be worth 2 points in those conditions, because the ball is heavier, everything is wrong. In summertime, I think lads could do it an awful lot easier. I'm not saying it's a brilliant skill. Should it be worth 2 points? I don't think so.
Maybe it's from your own half,
Yeah.
but even at that, I mean, someone says, oh, it's a superb skill, it should be rewarded more. But like, it could be just you and I tussling for a ball, and the ball just somehow bounces off your knee rather than mine, or the linesman can't tell which one of us it touched off, but he goes with me, and then my team gets 2 points just because of a ball that kind of clipped off one of our legs. The idea of it is shocking.
Even like a defender giving away a 65 now, like, oh, great block, we went out for 65, it's a point, you've conceded a point, doesn't it? You know what I mean? Like, so.
But, do you know, I think that has to stay in, because if we ever got to a situation whereby that wasn't a 65, you'd see an awful lot of goalkeepers just scoop the ball behind.
I totally agree. It's just how easy things are scored now, and even how easy line balls are scored now.
Yeah. Who else do you like taking sidelines?
Apart from Mark Coleman, actually, name me. This is my left-sided thing again.
Yeah.
Name me a good left-sided sideline cut taker to take. I think Paul Codd was pretty.
You're a
decent
leftophobe, aren't you?
Yeah, I just don't think. I don't know, is there much more going on or something? Or obviously there's a lot more lads who are dominant right side.
I'd say Declan Dalton could do it. I could imagine him driving him over.
I don't know. I haven't seen it, to be honest.
But I'd imagine he could.
But most of them, like Canning, Jason Ford, Ronan Matter, to be fair, is left or right, isn't he?
No, he'd always hit them off his right.
I've seen him hit him off the
I
left.
can't picture him hitting off his left.
Colm Coughlin from Kennedy, he would have played with Offaly for a couple of years, son of Ger, famously scored a point from the left sideline in a collegiate match against Kilkenny CBS. Off the left sideline, and then we got one on the right side in the second half, and he scored it off his right.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Jeez, I can't think off the top of my head who takes him with their. Would Tommy Walsh have taken him with his left?
Yeah, and remember how that worked out in that Leinster final when he put it back out over the line.
Yeah, he cut another one straight into Joe Canning's hand early in that 2012 final. Yeah, let us know who's actually brilliant off their left-hand side, or if you're just being a left Nazi.
No, I don't think I am. No.
Right. Thanks for watching Our Game. Don't forget to like and share the videos, and if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe.